The Intersect feature is a powerful tool that can be used to create new bodies based on the way existing bodies interact with each other. In this video, we will explore the different use cases of this feature. So here we have a cylinder with one closed end, almost like a test tube of sorts, and I have created a rectangular plate right in the middle of the cylinder as a separate body. You can do this by making sure that the merge result option is unchecked while creating the extrude. Keep in mind the fact that this arrangement creates an enclosed region of space. This will make more sense to you as we go further into the video. Now we want to create some new solids based on the way these two bodies interact with each other. So let's start the Intersect tool by going to Insert, Features, and Intersect. For selections, you can pick on either solid, surfaces, or planes, or a combination of them. Do take note that you have to pick at least two entities for the Intersect feature to work. So pick on the two bodies. There are three ways of doing the Intersect. I'm going to start by explaining the second option, Create Internal Regions. If you only want to create a solid based on an enclosed region of space, pick on this option and intersect. In this case, Solidworks recognizes the enclosed space between the plate and the cylinder and creates a solid to fill up that space. If you want to create only intersecting regions, select the first option, Create Intersecting Regions, and intersect. This is going to split the bodies according to how the existing bodies cut into each other, while at the same time ignoring the hollow regions. I'm going to just quickly cycle through the different bodies. For the moment, try not to focus on how I am doing the selections. That will be explained later in another example. As I cycle through the different bodies, you can see that the hollow region of space has been ignored. And lastly, we have a third option of creating both. Let's pick on that option and intersect again. If I cycle through the bodies, you can see that this option creates both a solid in the hollow region and also the different bodies created by the intersections. To explain the next option, let's go to another example. Here we have a plate that is intersected by a cylindrical surface instead of a solid. So let's start the Intersect tool. With the Create Both option selected, we shall check on the option to cap planar openings on the surface. This closes up both ends of the cylindrical face, and the resulting intersect operation acts as if this is a solid cylinder. The next part of the feature manager deals with selecting which regions to exclude. For that, we shall go to another example. Here, we have a simple cube with a surface intersecting it. Start the Intersect tool. Pick on the cube, the surface, and also the front plane and the right planes. Select the Create Both option and intersect. This splits the cube into 8 different regions. So under Preview options, you have 3 ways of controlling how solids are represented in the graphics window. You have Show Included Regions, Show Excluded Regions, and lastly, Show Both. In the table below, you will see a list of regions accompanied by a column of checkboxes. These checkboxes are for you to select which solids to exclude or remove. You can do this by clicking on the checkboxes themselves, or by clicking the regions in the model, whichever is easier for you. The option to show included regions is checked by default. So at this point, whenever you click on a region, that region will disappear. If we activate the Show Excluded Regions option, we will see that the region that we excluded becomes visible, while the rest of the regions have been hidden away. If we activate the Show Both option, the included regions will be shown alongside the excluded region, which is shown as a transparent bounding area. there is an invert selection option which allows you to invert your selection. This icon here at the top left hand corner of the table allows you to pick or unpick all checkboxes. So the thing that I want to stress here is that the Intersect feature only allows you to pick regions to exclude. Changing the preview options does not, I repeat, does not change that. The preview option only changes the way regions are represented in the graphics panel. So don't make the mistake of thinking that if you select the Show Included Regions, that you will be picking on the regions to keep. That is not the case at all. Moving on to the Merge Results option, this will combine all bodies that you want to keep into one single body. If you also check on the option to consume surfaces, the surface that was used to cut would be deleted. I will finish off this tutorial with two more examples. I want to find the volume of this fluid in this test tube up to this plane. Start the Intersect tool, pick on the plane and the tube, and select Create Internal Regions. From here, I can use the Mesh Properties tool to find this volume. This is a hollow cube and I want to create a solid that fills up that hollow. Start the Intersect tool and select the Create Both option. The Intersect tool needs at least two entities to work with, so we can pick the cube and any primary plane. Exclude the outer skin, and this reveals two bodies that have been split by the primary plane. Just check the Merge Result option and we will get the desired result. Another way is to actually pick on a plane that does not intersect with the cube. Solidworks will still recognize the hollow region and create a solid to fill up that void.